Today, we are going to see asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. In that, we are going to see about zoophily. Zoophily means the pollination is taken place with the help of animals is called as zoophily, and such flowers are called as zoophilous. Animals that bring about pollination may be birds, bats, snails, and insects. Of this, insects are well adapted to bring pollination. Larger animals like primates, arboreal rodents, reptiles have also been reported as pollinators. Ornithophily. Pollination by bird is called as ornithophily. Some common plants that are pollinated by birds are bombyx. Hummingbirds, sunbirds, and honey eaters are some of the birds which regularly visit flowers and bring about pollination. Characteristic features of ornithophilous flower. The flowers are usually larger in size. The flowers are tubular, cup shaped, or urn shaped. The flowers are brightly colored, which attract birds. The flowers are scentless and produce nectar in large quantities. Pollen and nectar form the floral rewards for the birds visiting the flowers. The floral parts are tough and leathery to withstand the powerful impact of the visitors. Chiropterophily. Pollination carried out by bats is called chiropterophily. Malacophily. Pollination by slugs and snail is called malacophily. Slugs will not have their shell at the back, but its skin is tough. It also looks like snail. Water snails crawling among the lemma pollinate them. Pollination by insects is called entomophily. Pollination by ant is called myrmecophily. Insects that are well adapted to bring pollinations are bee, moth, butterfly, wasp, and beetle. Of the insects, bees are the main flower visitors and dominate pollinators. Characteristic features of entomophilous flowers. Flowers are generally larger or small. They are aggregated in dense inflorescence. Flowers are brightly colored. The adjacent part of the flowers may also be brightly colored to attract insects. Example, bougainvillea. Flowers are scented and produce nectar. Pollination in salvia. It is also called as lever mechanism. The flower of salvia is adapted for bee pollination. The flower is protandrous. Protandrous means male flower mature first. Corolla is bilabiate. Bilabiate means it looks like lips with two stamens. A lever mechanism helps in pollination. Each anther has an upper fertile lobe and lower sterile lobe which is separated by a long connective tissue which helps the anther to swing freely. When a bee visits a flower, it sits on the lower lip which acts as a platform. It enters the flower to suck the nectar by pushing its head into the corolla. During the entry of the bee into the flower, the body strikes against the sterile end of the connective tissue. This makes the fertile part of the stamen to descend. Descent means come down and strike at the back of the bee. The pollen gets deposited on the back of the bee. When it visits another flower, the pollen get rubbed against the stigma and completes the act of pollination in salvia. Fertilization. Fertilization means the fusion of male and female gamete is called fertilization. Fertilization in angiosperm is double fertilization type. Events of fertilization. The stage involved in double fertilization are germination of pollen to form pollen tube in the stigma, growth of pollen tube in the style, direction of the pollen tube towards the micropyle of the ovule, entry of the pollen tube into one of the synergids of the embryo sac, discharge of male gametes, syngamy and triple fusion. Syngamy means fusion of two cells. The events from pollen deposition on the stigma to the entry of the pollen tube into the ovule is called pollen pistil interaction. Pollen on the stigma. In nature, a variety of pollens fall on the stigma, but all of them do not germinate and bring about fertilization. If the pollen has the capacity to germinate, it will produce the pollen tube. This is facilitated by stigmatic fluid that is seen in the stigma and pellicle in dry stigma. Soon after it lands on the stigma, the pollen grains will absorb the water that is seen present in the stigma. Pollen wall protein are released from the surface. During the germination of the pollen, its entire content move into the pollen tube. All the cytoplasmic content that is seen inside the pollen grain enter into the pollen tube. The remaining part of the pollen tube is occupied by a vacuole, which is cut off from the tip by a callose plug. The extreme tip of the pollen tube appears hemispherical and transparent. This is called cap block. Types of style. There are three types of style: halo or open style, solid style or closed style, semi-solid or half-closed style. Halo style. It is common among monocots. A halo canal running from the stigma to the base of the style is present. The canal is lined by a single layer of glandular cells called transmitting tissue. They secrete a mucilaginous substance. Mucilaginous means jelly-like substance. The pollen tube grows on the surface of the cell lining the stylar canal. The canal is filled with secretions which serve as a nutrition for growing pollen tubes and also controlling incompatibility reaction between the style and the pollen tube. The secretion contains carbohydrates, lipids, and some enzymes. Solid style. It is common among dicots. It is characterized by the presence of central core of elongated, highly specialized cell called transmitting tissue. This is equivalent to the lining cell of halo style and does the same function. Its contents are similar to the content of those cells. The pollen tube grows through the intercellular space of the transmitting tissue. Semi-solid style. This is intermediate between solid and open type. There is a difference of opinion on the nature of transmitting tissue. Some authors consider that it is found only in solid style, while others consider the lining cells of halo style also has transmitting tissue. There are Three types of pollen tube entry into the ovule. Progamy. When the pollen tube enters through the micropyle, then it is called as progamy. Chalazogamy. When the pollen tube enters through the chalaza, it is called as chalazogamy. When the pollen tube enters through the integument, it is called as mesogamy.